and definitely against Fitch. BJ, his stand-up is unbelievable. I mean, I literally, boxing guys hate us. They hate us. You know, I battle with Bob Arum all the time, and his son. We're always talking shit about each other left and right. And Bob Arum's son was there that night, and he said, "I'll tell you what, BJ Penn is the first guy in the UFC I've seen that has real stand-up." And you know, I shouldn't be saying that from him. I want to fucking fight Roy Jones. He'll come up in a week. But, you know, these guys are both great athletes. And you ask anybody that wrestles with BJ, Couture will tell you he has trouble taking BJ down. He's hard to take down. Great at taking people down, hard to take down. Great stand-up. You know, it's a really, really good fight between two great athletes, two well-rounded fighters in their prime. I think you're going to see an amazing fight. You know, and both guys want to come out and finish and prove that they're the best in the world. There's nothing better than that. It's going to be an amazing fight.
Montreal is going through a difficult period now, losing Formula One, which brought in 168,000 spectators over a weekend. Is there any, do you think you have a negotiating tactic to perhaps get concessions out of Quebec government for perhaps a larger event, maybe a 2-day UFC event in Montreal, something that the fans would really enjoy?
I don't know. You know, Formula One is pretty strong. For people that don't know a lot about Formula One, it's one of the biggest money-making you know, sports in the world. And I can tell you this, the UFC is really powerful in Canada because of all these guys that will sit out. I don't know. We have a lot of work to do up in Canada. I can tell you this, that we sold out as fast as we did up in Montreal, but when I went up there for the pre-presser, you know, not many people in Montreal knew much about the UFC. You know, you know, we've got a lot of work to do up here. As big as it is up here, none of the provinces, you know, except for there and one other place, will even allow us. You know, we have a lot of work to do. I'm going to get New York and Massachusetts done, and I'm telling you right now, my focus right now, the way that we've divided this company up, Lorenzo's on board, and Lorenzo's heading up international. He's working all the international stuff. I'm going after Canada once I get New York and
Is having such trouble right now with economic.
The whole United States is. The United States is in big trouble.
No, but Las Vegas Sands. I mean,
yeah, no doubt about it.
Hopefully,
no doubt about it. We're all going to move to Canada.
What heads-on problems have you had to address as far as Toronto goes? Down here, Dan, right in front of you here. As far as bringing an event to Toronto, the Ontario Athletic Commission has said many times that they're not really interested in it. Have you had any direct contact with them as far as dealing with this event?
Yeah, you know we have Mark Ratner, former Nevada Athletic Commissioner. He works on that stuff daily. So he's been in contact, been working with it, and obviously we have a lot of big partners here in Toronto that want us to come here too. We got a ton of fans that want us to come here. Yeah. So it's just one of those things. It's just like the United States. It's a matter of time. You can only deny us for so long. We've got a 9-year track record of health and safety, you know, success, et cetera, et cetera. You can't keep us out forever.
How much more proving do you think they have to do before we get able to break into here?
I think as soon as I really start to focus on it, I'm going to get in here.
Focus on it!
You do, believe me.
Hi guys, Rainy Blair, 680 News. Usually I like to say this for one-on-ones, in case we don't get it though. Can I get a prediction from each fighter and how this fight's going to go?
As a fighter, I always have to expect the worst scenario fight. I always expect a 5-minute round of fighting. That's why I'm training for. But I'm a very opportunist fighter, and I will go for the finish. If I have the opening, I'll go for the finish right away. Deal.
Dan, down here, right here.
Hey.
Are there plans in place for GSP pt3?
Depends on how 2 goes. You got to see 2 before you talk about 3. But yeah, it wouldn't suck to do GSP Ben 3. Any other media? I'll give you guys another shot to take a question and we'll get it up there. The lunatics want them to ask some questions. No? All right, let's get them.
Hi, I bought some tickets for Vegas. I was just wondering if I can get a ticket upgrade. Or tickets for Vegas.
That's a good question.
Actually, you know what's funny? You should say that. Tickets went on sale. There's only a couple thousand tickets left. This thing will probably be sold out by the end of the week. So get your tickets now.
Question for GSP over here.
Yeah.
Number one, congratulations on recently getting your black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Thank you.
And we've seen you previously on The Ultimate Fighter. You have a desire to ever coach a future season. Dana, what do you think about that as well?
Yeah, I think so. I'd love that. And if he doesn't want to do it, I'll talk him into it.
As you can see, I don't have really much a choice.
Hey guys, right over here in the middle. Huge fan of GSP and Dana, not so much. PJ. Sorry, buddy. You're great, you're talented and all that. Are 5-0 in the UFC and the WEC. Unfortunately, it looks like they're going to be 6-0 with GSP come January. How do you feel about the nipple tweakers, Greg Jackson's camp? Yeah, I'm talking to you, BJ. I'll take over for GSP if you can't do it.
I don't know. How do you feel about nipple tweakers? I don't know. Like I said, I got no strategy. I got no game plan. I'm just coming to fight. So all that stuff is whatever. You know, no big deal to me. Maybe I'll dig my nose before the fight.
Hey guys, it's good to have you here. Great to have you here in Toronto. True fan. I've already got my tickets for the fight and I'll be in Vegas for it. Quick question for GSP. Any ideas on where your after party's going to be?
The hospital!
I'm going to start the fight first and then after.
Looking forward to the fight.
But I do believe my after party will start in the octagon after the fight. So.
Two questions for Dana White. First question I want to ask is, if the UFC ever does come to Toronto within the next year, what would possibly be the potential main event? And the second question is, it has to do with the closure of the UFC and how there was going to be a big auction that was going to happen, but it was unfortunately postponed. Who do you see as